It's hard to replicate a year like 2018 in video games, but the industry's most talented voices continue to upend norms in hopes of creating digital treehouses. We can find solace, or be scared out of our wits in. If the likes of anticipated releases like Cyberpunk 2077, The Last of Us Part 2, and that shamelessly adorable Link's Awakening Redux are our future, then these titles are a reminder of the kill streaks, plot twists, and memes that make us whole. In a time where the world isn't so pretty, they're here to inspire, comfort, and inform. These are our top 5 picks for the best video games of 2019. Number 5, Tom Clancy's The Division 2. This game is available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. Played from a third-person perspective, the game is a cover-based third-person shooter with up to 4 players being able to complete missions together. The game takes place in Washington, D.C., 7 months after its predecessor, in which a civil war between survivors and villainous bands of marauders breaks out. In the beginning of the game, players create their own division agent by customizing the character's gender and appearance. In the game, players are equipped with different firearms, including assault rifles, sniper rifles and SMGs, and explosives like grenades to defeat enemies. These weapons are classified into different tiers and rarity. High-quality guns are difficult to obtain, but they have better weapon stats and talents that further help boost players' performance. The weapon stats include the following 7 domains: damage, rounds per minute, magazine size, accuracy, stability, reload time, and damage drop-off. These weapons can be further customized with different attachments like iron sights and barrels. The game also features a variety of gears and armor. Wearing gears from the same brand gives players a small performance boost. As players complete missions, they gain loots and experience points (XP). With sufficient XP, they level up and gain SHD tech, a currency to unlock new skills. These skills include deploying gun turrets, shields and combat drones, or gaining access to weapons like seeker mines and chem launchers. Each skill has unique mods that change its functionality. The game also introduces new enemy types, including healers and characters that shoot foam at players. Players can request backup during missions, which allows other players to join the sessions. Players can also join a clan, which can accommodate at most 50 players. The actions of individual members of a clan contribute to clan XP, which can be used to upgrade a clan for additional gameplay benefits.
Oh crap, Matt, watch out!
Number 4, Metro Exodus. This game is available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. Metro Exodus is a first-person shooter game with survival horror and stealth elements. Set in the post-apocalyptic wasteland of the former Russian Federation, the player must cope with the new hazards and engage in combat against mutated creatures as well as hostile humans. The player wields an arsenal of handmade weaponry which can be customized through scavenging materials and a crafting system. The game features a mixture of linear levels and sandbox environments. It also includes a dynamic weather system, a day-night cycle, and environments that change along with the seasons as the story progresses. It is set over the course of one whole in-game year. Metro Exodus is set after the events of Metro Last Light on a post-apocalyptic Earth that has been devastated by a nuclear war. The game continues the story from Metro Last Light's redemption ending. Similar to the previous 2 entries, the player assumes the role of Artyom, who flees the Moscow Metro and sets off on a continent-spanning journey with his allies to the Far East, on a locomotive called the Aurora. The story takes place over the course of 1 year, starting with a harsh nuclear winter in the Metro. Another major characters returning from the previous game and the book Metro 2035. Number 3, Death Stranding. This game is available on PlayStation 4 and PC. Death Stranding is an action game set in an open-world environment, which also includes multiplayer functions. Kojima compared the genre to how his earlier game, Metal Gear, now considered as a stealth game, was called an action game during its release because the stealth genre was not considered to exist at the time. According to Kojima, one of the key aspects of the announcement trailer was the idea of a connection between life and death. He explained one of the main themes through a short story by Kobo Abe. The first tool created by humans was a stick, meant as protection by putting a distance between oneself and bad things, and that the second was a rope, used to secure things one finds important. Kojima compared the main tools in action games, punching shooting and kicking, to sticks, and that in Death Stranding, he wants people to communicate through the game equivalent of ropes. While the title refers to the phenomenon of cetacean stranding, strand is an alternative meaning for shore, and also stands for strings and connections. When the main character, named Sam, dies, the player is sent to another world, referred to as an upside-down world submerged in water. Kojima suggests that when the player returns to the world of the living, anything they did or any damage that an explosion or the like causes when the player dies remains persistent in the world and does not go away. Another element talked about is the existence of a type of rain, called timefall, with the ability to age or deteriorate whatever it hits. Annette, her gameplay element talked about is the player's ability to interact with the environment and wander outside of the character's body, as well as recovering items when they die. Number 2, The Last of Us 2. This game is available only on PlayStation 4. The Last of Us Part 2 is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment for PlayStation 4. It is the sequel to 2013's The Last of Us. It was announced at the PlayStation Experience event in December 2016. Set 5 years after The Last of Us, players control an older Ellie, who comes into conflict with a mysterious cult in a post-apocalyptic United States. PlayStation fans, steel yourselves, it looks like we could be getting more information about The Last of Us 2 in the coming days. It's been a while since we heard anything vaguely substantial about the game. In fact, it's been almost a year since our last look at the title. It was E3 2018 where Sony dropped a pretty big update on the game, showing us a lengthy trailer but not really giving us much more information. Well, it looks like Sony and Naughty Dog may once again be ready to start talking about the game. Number 1, Ghost of Tsushima. This game is available only on PlayStation 4. Ghost of Tsushima is an action-adventure stealth game. Played from a third-person perspective, the game features a large open world which can be freely explored. The game world will not feature any waypoints and can be explored without guidance. Players can travel to different parts of the game's world quickly by riding a horse. An item that acts as a grappling hook will be available to access areas that are difficult to reach. The game will feature side quests. Other characters can be interacted with. Players can engage in direct confrontation with enemies using weapons such as a katana. They can also chain up a series of fatal assaults after highlighting the enemies. Alternatively, utilizing stealth allows to evade from enemies and strike them silently. 1 versus 1 dueling with non-playable characters is also optional. Samurai warriors are the legendary defenders of Japan, until the fearsome Mongol Empire invades the island of Tsushima, wreaking havoc and conquering the local population. As one of the last surviving samurai, you rise from the ashes to fight back, but honorable tactics won't lead you to victory. You must move beyond your samurai traditions to forge a new way of fighting, the way of the ghost, as you wage an unconventional war for the freedom of Japan. So that's it for today guys. If you like our video and what's more video, so please like, share and subscribe. And if you love gaming news and want to create a gaming news, so join our website team on bwgamespot.com and create your own news. And if we like your news, we convert your news to our next video, so please join now. So take care yourself, see you on next time with Top 5s.